Today, almost everyone recognizes the classroom blackboard. But have you ever wondered where this simple invention came from? Before large classroom boards existed, students often worked on small individual slates. Teachers had to move from student to student, making it difficult to teach an entire class at once. Paper and ink were expensive, so small reusable slates were extremely useful. But they had one major problem. They were too small for an entire classroom to see. Teachers needed a much larger writing surface. That problem led to an important change in education. Around 1801, Scottish educator James Pillans is commonly credited with introducing the first modern classroom blackboard by placing a large slate on the wall. Pillans was a geography teacher, and the large board gave him something his students' small slates could not: a huge surface where he could draw maps and explain lessons to everyone at the same time. Instead of repeating the same explanation to each student, the teacher could stand at the front of the room and make the lesson visible to everyone. A simple piece of slate had suddenly become a powerful teaching tool. The idea was simple, inexpensive, reusable, and extremely practical. And because teachers could erase the board and use it again, it quickly became an important part of classroom teaching. Across the Atlantic, another important chapter was beginning. In the United States, English-born mathematics teacher George Barron used a large wall-mounted blackboard at West Point in 1801. This early use helped establish the blackboard as an important part of American education. Instead of every student working separately, an entire class could now follow one large lesson together. During the 19th century, blackboards spread rapidly through American schools. By the middle of the century, they had become a familiar part of classrooms across the country. Teachers could now demonstrate mathematics, grammar, geography, science, and countless other subjects in front of an entire class. The blackboard transformed the classroom from individual instruction into group learning. Think about how revolutionary that must have felt. A teacher could write, draw, erase, correct a mistake, and immediately continue the lesson. The board became almost like a giant reusable page. As demand increased, blackboards evolved. Large pieces of slate were prepared, framed, transported, and installed in schools. Their durability made them ideal for repeated daily use. Chalk became the perfect partner for the blackboard. It was inexpensive, easy to see against the dark surface, and simple to wipe away. Together, chalk and blackboard became a symbol of traditional education. For generations of students, the sound of chalk against a board became part of everyday school life. Equations, spelling words, maps, diagrams, and important lessons all appeared on that same dark surface. By the early 20th century, the blackboard had become deeply connected with the image of a classroom. It was no longer just an invention, it was part of the architecture of education. But the blackboard did not remain exactly the same. Its materials, colors, frames, and manufacturing methods continued to change as education itself evolved. Eventually, many classrooms moved away from traditional black surfaces. Green boards became popular because they could reduce glare and were easier on the eyes under classroom lighting. Then another major change arrived: the whiteboard. Dry erase markers offered a cleaner alternative to chalk, and during the late 20th century, whiteboards became increasingly common in American classrooms. Then another major change arrived: the whiteboard. Dry erase markers offered a cleaner alternative to chalk, and during the late 20th century, whiteboards became increasingly common in American classrooms. From a small piece of slate to a giant digital screen, classroom technology has traveled an incredible path. And the blackboard was one of the most important steps along that journey. The blackboard also changed the way teachers explained ideas. Complex information could be broken down visually, step by step, while students watched the teacher build the answer right in front of them. Even after more advanced technologies appeared, the humble blackboard remained powerful because it was simple. It required no electricity, no software, and almost no maintenance. And that is why the blackboard has survived for more than 2 centuries. Its technology may look simple, but its impact on education was enormous. It helped teachers reach entire classrooms at once and made ideas visible to everyone. So, when you see a blackboard, remember that you are looking at more than just a dark surface. You are looking at an invention that helped transform the classroom. Its modern history began around 1801, and more than 200 years later, its basic idea is still alive.